What's up guys? In the previous video we were talking about a Bitcoin update. Today we're going to do a market update on Ethereum. We're going to be diving in the TAs that we have been doing in the past, and we're going to look at what Ethereum is doing right now. Alright, so just hear me out, yeah? I'm firstly going to bring up a TA that I was doing back on June 13, as you can see. June 13, 2025. Where we broke out of the trend. We had a nice downtrend where we broke out of, and we had a 52% impulse up, where we had some consolidation and eventually price went up. We even went a bit down, as you can see on the next TA, where actually we wanted to jump into that long position again, where we wanted Ethereum to go back to 1800 in order to push forward and create another high. That didn't really happen. As you can see, we pushed up, however, price went down exactly to where we placed that entry long. So the TAs that I have been doing in the past, they work out. It's just a matter of time, okay? It's just a matter of time. Trading is waiting, and especially when you're doing TAs on the daily, oh, you can't see it. However, whenever you're doing TAs on the daily, this is just something that you need to keep track on. TAs like these take time, okay? So let's just dive into Ethereum real quick, where this is currently the situation. And I brought up a few things already, just to save a bit of time basically, where I want to be looking at the bigger picture. Obviously, we are still in a uptrend, as you can see. We still have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, and higher highs. If you're not familiar with these, make sure to check out the YouTube. We're going to be diving into market structure, gaps, levels, patterns, all those things we're going to be diving into, but also those things just take time, so hear me out, okay? So on the bigger picture, we are still in a nice uptrend in this beautiful area here. And if we bring up the TA that we had in the previous moments, this is what I was talking about. This was the trend line that we broke out of. Let's remove those. With a nice impulse, consolidation area over here. However, and eventually at the same situation when Bitcoin hit their all-time high, we did the same with Ethereum. We did the same with Ethereum, where we created a new all-time high at almost $5,000. Eventually, we started coming back again, and this was still the gap that we were looking for. On the daily, perfectly hit, okay, perfectly hit. And eventually, from these 2 points, you can just draw a trend line like this and just drag them along. And there you can see that multiple things are happening now, okay? And if we dive closer into the range that we have right now, you can simply see that we are again having higher lows, and higher highs. So this is something that we are very happy about. And then what is something that we are looking for in Ethereum is, and we can just drag the daily gaps with it. The gaps are basically impulses down and up. And 9 out of the 10 times, those impulses want to be tested and closed. What do we have open right now? So obviously we have our new situation happening where we have a nice impulse starting up from there. If we press template, there you go. This is something that is open right now, okay? And if you zoom out or go to the weekly, maybe the weekly gaps with it, you can clearly see, just like Bitcoin has been doing, a double bottom. Now, what is something that we are looking for on Ethereum? We might have a level starting from over here. So what we can expect for Ethereum to do is we have this double bottom pattern. Most likely we hit that level, have a retest on the neckline, continuation up. What is something that we need to be looking for is this area where we need to make a higher high. So this was our last high, and this is our low. So in order for us to break this trend, we need to break it eventually place a higher high on the previous high for this price to continue up again. And then, as I said before, where we had the bigger time frame, the bigger picture, where eventually our goal is to hit this and continue up to create a new higher high. When isn't this valid again? Simply if we break this low. So this low is important, because if this fails and we go back this way and we make our first lower low, then we are in trouble. Then we can expect that Ethereum is turning sides and we're going into the bottom, which I'm not expecting. I'm not expecting that. Obviously, we want to see price go up all the way. So this is something that we are looking for, okay? So the daily levels, they're roughly at these areas. So right now we're struggling on a level as well, which we basically have to conquer and then continue up. The daily gaps, this is where price will go to and test it, obviously. The price over at 3,000 will be important, at 3,800 or 3,900, basically in the middle, and then obviously on 4,400. These are prices where we need to pay attention to. And if we do fail, then obviously we can have a possibly test on 1,600. I'm positive about Ethereum. I think Ethereum will be going up from this point. So yeah, this was a shorter video, but this is the basics. If we are looking at this trade alone, we are already at 26 or 34%. Obviously, our goal is to aim for a new all-time high. Yep. If you have questions about these, let me know and I'll dive into it. Obviously, like I said before, I'm going to be diving into multiple videos where I'm going to explain the market structure, where I'm going to be explaining the gaps that I'm talking about, the trend lines, the levels, all those kind of things I will be talking about on newer videos. If you're not in the Discord yet, feel free to join it. All of it is free, where we share our profits basically. And then there is my section where obviously we will be talking about what has been going on. We got the Bitcoin TAs that I've been doing in the past, and we got the Ethereum, and I'm also going to be making altcoin TAs again. So just hit me up, join the Discord. It will be down in the comments below, and it's all free. It's just free information. I would say join it, learn it, and use it well. If you like these type of content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And obviously I'm going to be making more videos of these. So alright guys, see you on the next one.